What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Roger Real Deep Cool. About to sneeze. Hold on. We're gonna talk about this little car that I got myself into. That I'm leasing for. Let me turn it on so I can move my seat up. There's leasing. Hold on, trying to get it together here. Okay. I'm actually leasing this vehicle as a 2015 428i XDrive MSport. Okay. And the reason I'm doing this video because there is actually I was looking at a movie. It wasn't a bad movie. I didn't get a chance to check and finish it up, but. When I was going online to research this vehicle, I didn't find a lot of info. Not only that, there were so many different combinations of things that the vehicle entailed. Maybe the ones I looked at didn't have this, and then some of them had that. So while I'm right here on my lunch break, I am going to do a video. I need to clear this phone off all these videos I have because it's acting crazy. I'm killing my memory up, so I need to get this on. So right now we're going to do this. It's looking a little light because it's light out. I'm thinking maybe if I turn the car around and face it the other way, I get out the light, and maybe it'll be a better perspective for you inside of the vehicle. So let me do that. All right. And I'm going to try to break this down best I can. I'm not I'm a fragrance reviewer. I'm not a car reviewer, but I do have the car. So I guess basically what I can do is, like I said, is tell you about the car, all that I've discovered so far, and all the things that I may know about the car. They may help you make a decision. The same decision, really nothing changed. It's like everything stayed the same. So let's just go with it. Okay, right now, by the way, what I'm going to do is, with all and most, I'll just say most of BMWs, including the X5 I just had in my 5 Series, when you press the P, it's automatically put the car in park. The beautiful thing about this car is, other cars, like the only one I knew that you didn't do that was a Jaguar. Jaguar had the spinning wheel that select your reverse, neutral, drive, and whatever. That's the only car I knew that did it. Other than that, this car, I put down a brake. Everything is up, back. Okay, so. Pretty much, I mean, you want to know how to drive it first anyway. So we're going to deal with that first. How do you drive this car? You put your foot on the brake to start it, of course. Then when you're ready to drive, as you can see, there's a P, that's for park, R, reverse, N, neutral, D is drive. Over here is manual shift, MS. So if I want to drive, see, I try to pull it back into saying to select gear, press unlock button, which is right here. So you have to press that button in. It's a safety feature. Press it in, pull it back, and now you're in drive. And then you can roll, okay? If you want to go to neutral, you got to go through the car wash, pressing the button again, up one, now you're in neutral. You're about to brake, let your car go through the car wash. If you want to go in reverse, press it, toggle up, and now you go in reverse. Right in combination with that is, bam, you got a bird's eye view. So if you have 5 cameras, that's 2 on the bumper, 1 under each mirror, is 1 on each side of the bumper, and then 1 in the back. If you have that camera system, then you can pretty much do reverse. And looking at your car like this. And it shows you all around, and everything is lit too. So pretty much, well, not everything is lit. Pretty much the 2 side mirrors light up. The cameras, and then the lights come on and let you see the ground even in the dark. Okay? The alternate is to, up here, see here, you can scroll this down. If you want to change that, you can just go like this. And now you just have the rear camera. Okay? So press it once, rear camera. Press it again, you have your bird's eye view. Here you can set the contrast as to how you want it to look, okay? So it defaults at 50. Press down on the iDrive, which is right here. There's also a writing pad, by the way. We'll get to that later. Then you go here, this is your contrast. You can enhance the contrast, detail it, okay? We'll put it on 70. Press it down. And then go P, parking aid lines. And of course, that's, you know, lets you know what's on the side. So if it's red, that means there's something, you're close to something on the side. If it's on the other side, it's close to something on the side. Really, there's really nothing even close to me, but that red is there. But I'm going to select the parking lines anyway, so it'll be there. An obstacle marking, I think that's pretty much if you're using this, I mean, right here. See, could you take, see, that removes all the parking aid lines, period. And then this right here, oh, let's see obstacle marking. Let's see. We're going to do it us, like us. I don't really see anything happening with the obstacle marking. So that may just be when you're doing the bird's eye view. So let's go back up to bird's eye view. And it's grayed out. So, don't know what obstacle marking would be. I mean, did y'all see anything? I didn't see anything when we unchecked the lines and then checked obstacle marking. Now, unless that's something that, you know, maybe if you're backing up and you get ready to maybe touch it, maybe that's where obstacle markings come in. Again, bird's eye view for me. Holla at your boy. All right? So that's where we at. So right now we're in neutral. So we're going to put this now in park. Just press the park button. What's interesting is here's a automatic parking button. And again, I tried to use this before, but I never really understood what it was about. Right now, when I press it, see what it's doing? It's toggling between what I did last, which was look at the movie, and then back here. So I'm assuming that maybe it's something to do with the screen. So let's see if I go to radio. I'm pressing radio now. And I'm listening to the radio. The foxhole right there, I just selected. All right, now I'm going to press this P down here by the cameras. I'm going to show you how the cameras work too. I'm going to press the P. Nothing happened except it lights. Now, from what I understand, there's something about, okay, now it popped up. It popped up. So maybe that's what it does. It'll automatically just, I can just, instead of you putting it in reverse or something like that, maybe if you hit it, it'll just pop up automatically. I think somebody told me something about an automatic parking control that is automatically park the car. I don't see any other indications of just what happens when you do that. So we're just going to go in, instead of waiting to put it in reverse all the time, you can just hit this and now be in what's behind me, what's on the side of me, what's in front of me mode. Holla at your boy, all right? Because right above that, we have this button, which enhances, or not enhances, which activates the bumper cameras, okay? So I'm going to press this. I'm going to bring it back up on the screen. I'm trying to get this thing to adjust. There you go. I'm going to press this, then I'm going to go up to the screen, okay? Well, I'm going to the screen now, then I'm going to press it. This is what we normally have, right? Now you can see both, on the bumpers, you can see both cameras activate. Bam. And it showed you right here, right side. This will be your left side, that's the right side. So this was on the left side in the front, this was on the right side. And those are bumper cameras. So that comes with the enhanced system. You can also, I guess, adjust the contrast. Let's see. Yep, adjust the contrast here as well. We keep it on 70. I like 70 contrast. So when you press this button, you get that. You get the camera automatically light up. Now, if I remember correctly from the X5, you can't do it while you're driving. Or if you do, it won't last long. Let's try it. Let's back the car up. Okay. We're going to back it up, which we did. And we bring it back. Nobody's behind us, right? You should always kind of look behind you and use your mirrors. You know what I mean? Hey. All right, so now I'm going to back up a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Nobody behind me. Ah! Oh, where you come from? All right, so then we're going to slowly move ahead. We're going to put the car, press, drive. Let's go. I'm going to try to hold the camera, and then I'm going to hit the button for the fender cameras. Here we go. And there you go. Front fender cameras while we are moving. Front fender cameras while we are moving. So you can activate those. Now, I'm not sure if you can activate them when you driving fast, slow. I don't know. I haven't even read the manual yet. because there's not much I want to know, because I kind of already know. It's kind of similar to my system that was in the X5, okay? So that is what we're dealing with right there. That's the drive, how the camera work, and all that good stuff. Now, down here we have the EcoSport, Eco Pro, and so on and so forth. And then we have an on and an off button right above the start switch. What this does is, whenever you're at rest, if you turn this off, if you sit too long, the car cut off. So let's just back up again and start. I think that's what it is, but let's see. I'm learning like y'all learn, okay? Because I didn't have that feature on the X5. So we're backing up. Let's go. I'm looking around, make sure nobody. All right, so we're gonna back up, right? And as y'all can see, I'm backing up. And see, here's the lines. So if you want to park, you just look down at your lines. You really don't need to look back. And then you'll start getting warnings when you start getting close to stuff. You start hearing like beeps. Hear it? So you still get that. You still get that holler at your boy A100, all right? Let's get out the way. So now what we get ready to do is we're going to switch between the modes. We're going to put in Eco mode, okay? We're going to put in Eco Pro. I think the start and stop only works in Eco Pro and Comfort mode. So we'll go Eco Pro. I'm pressing Eco Pro, and you'll see right here it goes to Eco Pro. If I go up next, it's Comfort, and you can do this while you're driving. You don't have to stop and do any of this, okay? But right now we're dealing with Eco Pro, and we're gonna see if the car cut off when we stop. It says, so you got a line through start stop, so I'm not sure whether that's, let me take it off. Let's see. Start. All right, now it's not there. So let's see if I move up and stop with the car cut off. Because that's, if it does work, that means this light has to be on right here. If it doesn't work, that means this light has to be off. So let's go. We're driving, and now we're driving. And we get once you get to a stoplight, if you stop, oh, just stop. The car will cut off. The car has not cut off. So let's disengage the on-off button. And now we get the line up there that says line through the start and stop, start and stop line in. And again, I would read the manual, but I want y'all to learn like I'm learning. Y'all learn as I learn. So I'm going to back it up again. And y'all can see it backing it up. Cool. And now we're going to go forward. Now we don't have that. We have the line crossed, and there's no light here. So maybe when you had that light on, that means it's telling you that it's off. Now let's see if it's on. Then we're going to switch into drive. Okay, let's go. First of all, I want to thank BMW of Mount Laurel for this great deal on this great car. Ryan Suggs and Art and Doreen really helped make it happen. Now I'm going to stop, and the car cuts off. The car is now off. So the way it goes is, if this light is on, that means the start-stop is off. And you'll see that line going through the start-stop up here. All right, now you don't see it because it's an Eco Pro and we were driving. Now, once I turn the steering wheel, the car will start. Or if I let up off the brake, the car will start. Let's turn the steering wheel and hear what happens. Starts the car right up. Okay? Now, let's back it up again. Now, what happens is, of course, you know, when you sit at a light, you don't want to burn gas, you know, bam, bam, bam. You have it in that mode, and then every time you stop, it cuts the car off. The only thing about that is when you want to just hurry up and brake on somebody maybe, then it's like, yo, man, you can't brake because the car got to start up first, and it's going to hiccup. You feel me? So now we're going to go forward again. We're going to stop. The car is now off. Now, I don't have a lot of room to take my foot off the brake. And so I'm just going to take my foot off the brake and put it right back on. And we're going to see what happens. My foot is now on the brake. I'm at a stoplight, simulated. Now I'm going to take my foot off the brake. And there you go. The car starts off. So that's how that works. We're going to go back in the park. That's the auto on and off, stop, holler at your boy 100 piece, save you gas, whatever. If you've been sitting too long, once you have your foot on the brake, the car will cut off, and then, bam, once you took your foot off the brake or turn the steering wheel, the car will cut back on. You activate that button right there to turn it off. If the light is on, that means it's off. If the light is not on, that means it's activated, okay? And you get that start-stop line going through it, which it shouldn't be a line going through it, because start-stop, it must mean maybe the start-stop button itself is disengaged. I'm not sure. But for me, it seemed like that would not have a line through it. The line wouldn't be through it. But, yeah, the line wouldn't be through it. But if you had it off, then the line would be through it. It's kind of confusing. So anyway, if the light is on, that means the start-stop is not activated, and you get that indication up there with the line going through start-stop, okay? And that's the Eco Pro mode. So now what we're going to do is, we're going to do this while backing up. We're going to put it in reverse, and we're going to change from Eco Pro to Comfort mode. All right? So I'm backing up. Let's back it up. And bam, I just went to Comfort mode. Now what Comfort mode does is it gives you everything that the Eco Pro gives you, but you know, it's like normalizes the car, if you ask me. The car just becomes normal. You know, it doesn't do anything in particular. It doesn't get faster, it doesn't get slower. There's no lag. Hold on.
Yeah, but I need you to unlock it.
Okay. Yeah, it does nothing particularly special. It just kind of makes the car normal. I didn't notice too much of a difference in the ride yesterday when I was coming back from New York when I put it in Comfort mode. But it was definitely faster than Eco Pro. The engine did change. The way the engine reacted as we drove did change, or as I drove, did change when I went to Comfort mode as opposed to being in Eco Pro mode. Eco Pro, there was like a little lag, you know what I mean? Like when you went to press the gas, it didn't just take off. You know, it was like, yeah. So if I was doing like, you know, I was doing my thing like 65, wink, wink. Whenever I went for some extra gas to power somebody, it didn't take off. When I had it in Comfort mode, it did kind of take off. But when I had it in Sport and Sport Plus, man, once I hit it, and when I, hold on a second. Hold on.
Train going to the lead car 501. Alright, check. 677 is on the other end, correct?
Unfortunately, I gotta hear this. Unfortunately, I may have to cut this video short and do a part 2.
Watch out, park maintainers, flashing yellow.
What time is the relay? What time is that cripple train due up here?
Next train coming in.
Oh, well, you know, you just can't do that, because I can't run over to the we'll work it out, though.
Park down, park maintainer, copy?
Okay, I'm going to have to stop the video here. This will be part 1.
Flashing yellow.
I'll tell you, boy.
Right now.
And then we're going to, I'll do part 2 when I come back. And I'll label it as such. All right, later.